Aloha and welcome to another episode of Lucy's Paradise podcast. Today I have my brother once again, Ben Friend, aka fake best friend, aka Trina. I think so
He's
because
a,
I
he's
have
a hot dog.
dogs.
Your dog's hot.
He's a model dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
he's so cute. Can't wait to take a nap.
You or him?
Me and him will nap. We nap together. It's our bonding.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like lay him on his back like a little baby and be like, "I love you. You're my best friend." Yeah, he's
So
4.
how do you like? Because you also started to do work and stuff. We won't dive too deep into that, but in general, do you like your new
Yeah.
path in life?
Yeah. We'll talk more about more of that offline, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I do. It's fun. I
Does he
actually
miss you
just got
at work?
Nobu.
Does Nobu miss you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm debating about putting him back into daycare. He was going to daycare. So they'll pick him up. I can even leave like a key under the mat or whatever, or like leave a key for them. And they'll
Mm-hmm.
like come and pick him up, and then they take him the whole day and they do like training and all kinds of stuff. They take him on a big hike with like 20 other dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then
like
they
having a
drop,
child. You have to have daycare for your dog. That's so funny.
yeah, and then they drop him off. I might just do it for like a couple months because that's what I was doing. Like I'll do that, and it's like once a week he'll go, and then it just makes he'll go like on a Tuesday or something, and then the next day, Wednesday, he's exhausted. He'll just like sleep the whole day.
Yeah.
So
So
it,
not to get specific, I'm sorry, I'm interviewing you, I'm questioning you, but I'm just
I know.
curious. So like when you, I mean, I guess this is just how we are together anyway, but when you start something new in life, like career wise or path, what is one thing that you would say like you focus on to get through it
Mm.
or to, you know what I mean? Find success, or is there any
Yeah,
tips or
no, that's
tricks?
a good one. So you kind of know a little bit about like I'm not going to talk about it obviously on
Yeah,
here, but you
yeah.
know a little bit about like kind of what's coming up for me. I would say one thing that I do is, and just like I would for like a Spartan race
I need
or
your advice right now because I'm asking you because I purely want to know myself because I need
yeah,
some
yeah,
tips.
or if I were going to do like a Spartan race, or if I was going to do like there's like a run coming up, like if I'm going to get ready for that, is just
Yeah,
train myself for whatever the thing is, whatever the job is, whatever the next opportunity is.
yeah.
And a lot of the ways to do that is really just it really is just taking care of yourself, getting ample amount of sleep, being able to balance your schedule well, working out, eating well. Obviously for some of these opportunities it might mean that I have to be really up there mentally and physically. So
Hmm.
I'm purposely trying to do things where I'm working on my physicality, and I downloaded like apps where I get like quiz on trivia. So it's
Hmm.
like I'm kind of mentally preparing myself and physically preparing myself. If you don't do that, then you're just going to be like, you could just perform mediocre, I guess, to everybody else around you.
Hmm.
But if you want like a better opportunity to succeed in what you're doing, and then when you're there at the job, in the new job, just going above and beyond to try to know your job really well. So whether that's watching what your supervisor does or watching whoever's the best at your job, that's the person that you want to ask all the questions to, because they're going to make you as proficient on the job.
Hmm.
So just picking those people's brains. And if you you're passionate about that work when you want to do that, when you want to learn.
Yeah. And you're like, have you ever been in a job ever in your life where you're just like, it just hits you one day, you're like, this is not for me.
Yes.
right?
Definitely. Yeah.
And it's okay to feel
I
that way.
think it's really scary for people
Mhm.
to leave something that is, it becomes so familiar, and then they're like, it makes them scared to leave for the possibility or the thing that they actually want to do because of
Yeah.
the fear of the unknown. But I just try to tell
Mhm.
people you have to be able to envision yourself succeeding and being at that level at one day, because if you can't visualize that for yourself, then obviously you're either going to give into that fear and you're never going to live, or you're going to take the risk. And with a lot of risk sometimes is reward. Big risk, big reward. That's a huge thing.
Mhm.
They say that in business, right? And sometimes you make a
Yeah.
risk and it's not good, but you just have to keep pushing.
You have to take that risk sometimes,
Yes. So I knew when I was working at the gym that I wasn't going to like be there forever. It was kind
Mhm.
of like, I'm going to do something easy so I can have a mental break and adjust, because obviously I'm in school full time
Yeah.
on top of like having a podcast. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I mean, sometimes the fear of the unknown can be scary. But now, like now that I'm in my new job role and stuff like that, and I completely left the gym, like what I thought might have been a little scary, like before I got into that, now I
Mhm.
realize like it's so easy. I have all the skills for what I do, so it's like, yeah, there's like zero fear. It's a lot chiller than I ever thought it would be. So I'm glad I took the risk, because I would have never had that.
Yeah. It's good to cut out things that I guess don't work, even if it's tricky, even if it seems daunting.
Yeah, we should keep growing.
Like bamboo.
Like bamboo, keep
Like
growing.
bamboo. Grow so much. Grow so long.
Live
Grow
forever.
invasively.
Basically. Yeah.
Invasively until they have to try to chop us down. But we
Yeah.
still grow.
I do want to emphasize rest. That's why I went to Kauai, because it was really like a reset. My semester ended and I had like 2 days off from work.
Bitch, you are so lucky that you get to just I wanna break. I'm gonna go to another island, which is like
20-minute
and
flight.
20-minute flight and just I went to Kauai and just
Just hung out in the jacuzzi. I was the only
not
brown
me. If I want to
person
get out of town, I have to
there.
like get in a car, get on a plane.
Shut up. You could
Okay.
go to what's it called? Joshua Tree.
I do. I love Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
I love Joshua Tree. I would live there. I definitely would live there. I was actually looking at property in Joshua Tree, and I could do that. I could be a cowboy in the desert with
Very
cacti
It's
in my
very
backyard.
serial killer vibes.
It
But I like
is.
it.
It's
I like
very
it.
like I'll murder you in the desert, but like in a very chic Airbnb style setting, right?
Yeah. Like carbon monoxide type death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Glam,
Yeah.
like very glamorous.
Or like I'll lock you in a room and like release rattlesnakes.
Did you see that meme I sent you that was like, if you're not selling merch at my funeral or some shit like that? That was like the perfect meme to send you.
Oh, there was a funny speaking of content that's funny, there was this one nail artist who did this really funny video. I think I liked it, so I'll send it to you when I get off this. But she was like POV, I'm your nail artist and I come to your funeral. And it was like a video of her, and the POV was like from above. So it's like she was looking down at you in the casket, and she was like doing her nails and like talking shit. And she's like, "Hey, remember that girl you told me about during our appointments? She's here. Yeah, remember your baby daddy? Yeah, she's here. Or your baby mama, whatever. Your ex's baby mama, whatever." It was
Yeah.
hilarious. It's not as funny as
I think I saw it. Yeah, I think I saw that one.
I'm not making it sound as funny
She's
as
like,
it is,
"Oh,
but
honey, don't worry, this one's free." And she was like doing her nails.
yes. And then she's like, your cuticles are so dry, but I'm gonna leave this in here for you. She's like, promise me you're gonna use this in the afterlife, okay? And also, if anybody compliments your nails, here's my card. I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
this
yeah,
right
yeah,
here. Right.
yeah, yeah.
That's a hustler. That's a business hustler right there. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good. That was a funny video. I love the videos too of people making fun of Jojo Siwa dancing.
It's really easy to make fun of JoJo Siwa because she's so not aware of herself and immature, you know, and in her own bubble of JoJo Siwa land. And I feel bad because she's so young, and I think that at that age you should probably be able to be a dumbass in private so no one sees it. But unfortunately, she's famous, so this is what she gets. Welcome to the world. Welcome to Hollywood. But um, yeah, sometimes I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, you have that much money, you're that successful. If you don't have the right team around you or the right family members around you that you're taking advice from, I mean, it's just more sad. Oh gosh, it's more sad than anything. Maybe I shouldn't say
It's
anything
really it's
about her.
a
But
little cringe, but
she's
yeah.
cringe. She's very
Poor
cringe.
kid grew
How
up in
old
the
is she?
limelight, I don't know.
Poor kid. Poor nothing. She is living her dream.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
now we get to live ours watching her implode,
Yeah. It's funny. Her dance videos are funny.
Her fashion
I'm like,
just confuses me. I see the outfit she wears, and first off, if she has a stylist, how were they able to scam that high up, How are they able to scam? And if she's dressing herself, then she needs a stylist. And if she needs one, I would gladly help her. I would love to make over somebody that like cringe,
yeah. Well, I think that the problem is like a piece of them also does it for attention. You know what I mean?
Does
Because
what? Dress
like
ugly?
the whole dressing. Well, she wear some like outrageous outfit for some recent award show. Like
Probably.
they're gonna talk about that. That's why they do it. They're like, oh yeah, everyone's gonna talk about this if I dress like a salami. Or whatever.
But see, it's like, okay,
It's like,
attention for attention's sake,
yeah, I know.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
My
It's like
friend.
that's the message you're leaving behind. Like, what are you remembered by? Well, a million people saw me dressed like a salami. It's like, yeah, but
That was the best damn salami. My friend commented on my story and she said, as soon as I get white, perfect teeth like you, then I'll come on your podcast.
mm.
I was like, good
Oh,
luck.
Louis. Oh my god.
Did he pee?
Huh? No,
did we get an appearance?
He's not going to make an appearance. No, he's not going to. No, my dog is incapacitated.
Is he a drinker? Do you want to talk about him?
Yeah, we could talk about him. What time is it? Oh. When are we ending this podcast? Are we cutting this podcast?
Whenever you want.
Are we splitting? How much time do you have? Should we do a 2-parter or is that way too long? Or should we just stop it in a few minutes?
You can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
If you have more to discuss, will never end. It'll be a 12-hour stream
for days. Let's stream. No.
Imagine if people were like obsessed with that and they're like, oh my god, yeah, we love this. Ben and Lucy just rant.
Oh, remember obsessed with us? I don't know. I don't know if I'd like that. I don't want people to be obsessed with me. Unless they're my boyfriend. If you're my boyfriend, you can be obsessed with me. If you're my dog, you can be obsessed with me. If you're my mom, you can be obsessed with me. But a stranger on the internet, girl, get a fucking hobby. Get a job. Get a hobby. Get a therapist.
Yeah.
Get on an SSRI. You know what I mean?
Get on an SSRI.
Or whatever
take
is recommended. Daily. I am not a doctor, so don't take.
Don't just go be taking SSRIs from your friends and neighbors.
It was just an example because I heard that's what people take when they need something. Yes. I don't know.
I love those.
But yeah, I don't want someone to be obsessed with me that I don't know, because it's no fun when you don't know them. It's like.
I mean, it's not about fun. It's just, weird.
Everything should be about fun.
I don't get it. This girl slept outside my house one time. I was like the craziest person.
I've had
She
somebody actually stalk me at my apartment
she
downtown.
called my phone so many times. I had to
Mhm.
like turn my phone off. Yeah. It was scary, spooky scary.
Did you? Yeah. Mm,
I was like 21 too. She was like 27.
mm.
Yeah. It was cringe. That's it's life, you know.
Yeah, that
Someone's
is
calling
life.
me.
But
I
yeah,
have
no,
to answer.
Louis is good. He's gonna be 16 this year.
I feel like you say that every year. Are you sure she's 16?
15. He was 15 last year and 14. So he's in the
Okay.
teen. So you
All right.
hear the teen and you think it's the same, but it's
Just
not
making
because
sure. They're just fact
16 comes
checking.
after
I'm
15. See, this is what happens when you use ChatGPT too much. 16 comes after 15, and 15 comes after 14, and
I'm just making
14 comes
sure you're
after
fact checking.
13.
I felt like you said 16 last year.
No, no, no. He was 15 last year. He's still 15. He's going to be 16
Louis,
this
every time you attack me, you
October.
lose 9 days of your life. Just kidding.
He doesn't attack anymore. He's so old.
Remember
He's
when he would
kind of
attack me? He was like cuddling me all nice, hi, and then he would just attack me. I'm like, what the fuck? We was
it
just
would be
messing.
too much. He's very particular about the affection that he receives, kind
It,
of like his father, kind of like me. It's
yeah.
like
He's like, all right, that's enough.
if you don't do it
Right,
in the right
right.
way, it's like, you
Yeah,
know,
he's funny.
you gotta swat. Sometimes you have to swat somebody so that they understand
Maybe he has maybe he
how to love you.
has maybe he has dementia. Do dogs get dementia?
Well, then he's had dementia since he
Wait,
was
let me ask
4.
ChatGPT.
I don't know.
Let me ask ChatGPT. Do dogs get dementia?
I'm sure they do. Don't say it. Don't Google that. That's
I
so
want to. I want to
mean.
know. I want to learn. Ooh, it's similar. It's called CCD.
What does CCD stand for?
Canine cognitive
Canine
dysfunction.
cognitive dysfunction.
Changes
That
in
sounds so
sleeping
official.
pattern, confusion or anxiety, less interaction with people, changes in sleep patterns.
I
No, he
think he
doesn't
has
have that.
that
You think?
a little bit. He sleeps a lot more now that he's older. But when he's awake, he's alert and the same, and he's peppy and he's fun and he's excited. But he does sleep a lot more. And I think it's because at a certain age, and I'm completely just
Mm.
making this up. I have not read this or heard this from any vet or any medical professional or veterinarian. But from my own experience, I think it's because of his age, he needs to sleep more. And so his activity level is definitely decreased. Definitely decreased. And he's not as yappy. I don't know. He didn't snap at you the last time you were here? Did he?
No.
No.
I
See?
think he liked I think he actually liked when I took him because I just took him downstairs with me to that coffee shop. I think
Mm,
he liked to come with me.
yeah.
Like you should take him on like a walk where you just walk with it. Like you just have him so he can look
No,
around.
yeah. I
So
do. So it's been a
he
while
would
since I have, but I need to take him
I
out.
think he would love it, you know? Because I think he liked it because he was like, "Ooh, we're going on an excursion," you know? I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, Louis," and he's like, "Ooh, can see all the peoples and stuff." I'm like,
But
"Growl
he's
at
getting
them,
old.
Louis."
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess now that we're talking about this, he just, I can't imagine. Okay, so he's 16. He's going to be 16 this year. I mean, he's not going to live forever. And the fact that I was just talking to my friend Tyler 2 days ago on Instagram, and he had posted a Chihuahua photo of his dog or something. And I responded, and I guess his dog had passed, but his Chihuahua only lived till 12. So Louis
Okay.
already surpassed two of my friends' Chihuahuas.
Wow.
And it makes me like understand how short life is, and it freaks me out because I'm like, how many more years do I have? You know, I mean, he's so healthy. He's not showing any signs that he won't be here. Um,
Yeah. Like
like
he's just the same. Yeah, yeah.
he's just the same. He's slower. He sleeps more, and his eyes have gotten a little cloudy. So maybe I think that has to do with because Chihuahuas have like he has these beady eyes and they get pressure in their eyes, But see, the
Yeah, he's
problem is he can't even have certain surgeries because his life will be at risk. I mean, when I got him
yeah,
neutered,
that makes sense.
it cost $5,000 because he's 3.5 pounds. Okay. So it was $5,000 to get him neutered because of the risk. And then I had to sign something that said, if your dog dies, like we're not responsible. You have to understand that he might not survive. And so I was like, so I mean, he was young, so I risked it and he was fine. But like at this age, I mean,
Yeah.
he was a few years. I got him neutered late in life. I didn't get him neutered as a puppy. But I had to get him neutered at some point because he was humping everything, girl. Like he was
Yeah, it's they
doing it
say
all the
it's better to get the dog neutered if you don't have intentions of breeding them because they can get testicular cancer,
time.
and
Yeah.
that's why dogs run into cars because they're
Well,
trying
I
that
wanted, they're trying to kill
instinct.
themselves?
No, it's the instinct. It's the mating instinct. So they run to go find a mate, and they run
I was
into the
like,
street and then they get hit by cars. That's the most common way that dogs get killed.
I thought you were saying like if you don't neuter them, it causes them to want to run into a car to get hit. Okay,
No,
I
I
see what you're
just
saying.
their instinct is to mate. That's why when I
Mm,
was trying to decide if I should do that with Nobu, his brother, that's what happened to his brother. His brother ran into an oncoming car because he wasn't fixed
mm,
yet. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fix Nobu. And I had no reason. I didn't want to breed him or anything.
yeah. Well, another reason is I was living in LA at the time, so I moved from Hawaii, brought him to LA with me. I lived in LA for a year before I moved him out. I mean, it was expensive. It's expensive to travel with the dog, and I would not ship him. So I was kind of waiting to see. I mean, to be honest with you, at the time, I was waiting to see if I was going to stay out here
Yeah.
before I traumatized him and took him from his, familiar home. And when I did finally bring him out here, my vet was like, he could be at risk of being stolen because of like out here getting a small dog like that, that's a purebred anything is people will steal your animal. So that was another reason. Besides the humping, I also thought it would deter anyone from really wanting to steal him because he couldn't breed that way if I neutered him. So he would be
Mm.
useless to somebody who would want to steal a small chihuahua. And so I'm glad I
Okay.
did it.
I could
But
see that.
circling back to, an eye surgery, for example, he can't really have dental surgery or eye surgery. He's so small he could die. So it's like I try to make sure he's as comfortable as possible, and he doesn't have any like major ailments in his, you know, body, and he's pretty healthy otherwise. So I'm very fortunate that that's the case, but
Come here.
he definitely um he definitely sleeps more. He's definitely my little
Nobu like
baby.
wants to come to me,
I
but he's
don't
being a weirdo. Come here, baby.
Oh no, boo. So cute. I want to
Okay,
see
he's coming.
him.
He's coming.
But yeah, I don't think I could get another Chihuahua to replace him. I don't even think I could get another
No.
dog.
Yeah, it
No.
might take time to.
I'm not sure if I don't even know if it could take time. Oh, you just moved your camera. You just pushed. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't think I could get another dog because I just feel like he's so special and was such an important, integral part of my life in my 20s, especially that. And he was a lot of work. It is a lot of work to have a dog. He's less work now, I will
Yeah,
say.
you've had him for a long time, and he was the
I mean,
runt
yeah,
of
16 years. Yeah, that's a long
his litter.
time. He was the runt of the. Yeah, well, you were there. You're the one who
Yeah,
coordinated me getting him from your friend. Remember that?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. And I almost didn't get him, remember, because that your friend's little brother, because Louis was the runt, the little brother really liked Louis. So we had to convince the little brother of your friend to not want to keep him, which, I mean, how do you convince a child, hey, I want this dog, you don't, So we really just kind of waited and let the
yeah.
parent,
I don't think the family really had any intentions of keeping like
any of
any
them.
of the litter
Yeah.
dogs. So they were
Hmm.
like, just give it some time, and you guys can probably come get them.
Yeah. I'm glad. Can you imagine if I had, because that other Chihuahua the original Chihuahua that I was going to get was brown and white. And it was a
Yeah,
little girl. Remember? She
yeah,
was spotted.
we didn't know about the runt.
And then
That's
when we
kind of
were
how it was
there,
when I got Nobu.
Louis, Louis ran out, the last little puppy, just.
Oh, yeah, he was so cute, and
And
you instantly wanted him.
I
You're like,
said, screw that other bitch. I want that one.
you're like, I have to
You
have that
know,
one.
I was like, I have to have Louis. I don't want the brown and white spotted Chihuahua girl anymore. I want the boy. I want that little runt. He was so cute. And they said, oh, he might not survive. I said, but perfect. That's what I need. I need a challenge. I need the
You're
different.
like,
I need the
oh,
special one.
you're like, girl, me neither. Give me that dog.
Right? I was like, oh, I'm small
Dang.
too. Like,
He might not survive, and he's already 16 years.
I
Wow.
think he's gonna live to 20 plus, just based on, like, he's definitely gonna live another 4 years, I
Because
think.
he's chilling, yeah.
He's chilling. He has a great diet. I feed him healthy food for the most part. No, I mean, every now and then he might have a French fry. Don't
It's
call
not gonna
PETA
kill. It's not gonna kill him.
or SPCA or whoever, the Humane
No,
Society. Don't call them on me. But
Nobu likes French
sometimes
fries.
if I, yeah, he'll have one. I'm not gonna, whatever. He's not dead
Yeah.
yet. So
Yeah, I buy him vitamins, and he has salmon oil. So he has vitamins, a multivitamin, and salmon
okay.
oil.
And the omegas are good for
Yeah.
their coat, right?
And then there's a good for their joints too, and like a joint
It
vitamin too.
lubes them up. It lubes them up. All that oil.
Yeah, because that's when they get old. It's like their joints that start getting all.
Hemaging.
Yeah, poor pup. I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I watch a movie where like they have some animal passing or something, or like if I would just instantly start crying if I start thinking about like what would happen if something happened to Nobu. He really scared me
Oh.
one time when he did I tell you when he jumped off the moped incident?
Yes.
There was a moped incident.
Yes.
He had a little scrape on his chin like a fucking toddler. But I was so pissed because I was so
Yeah.
scared. I was like, does he have internal bleeding? Like what the fuck?
That
I
would
took him to
that would freak me out too.
I took him to the vet and I was like, okay, how am I gonna explain like I'm not a good
This
liar.
to my vet.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell them that I'm like, the thing is, he was on a moped before, but I think because my friend kept like she went so far ahead of me, and I
Mm-hmm.
forget what I was doing. I was like moving stuff around and getting ready to go. I was going really, really slow. I was going like not even a mile an hour. But he
Yeah.
jumped. I think he jumped over the moped to try to like catch up with them because I think in his mind he just wanted to go, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, what the fuck are you doing? So now he's not allowed on mopeds because that scared me. And I almost ran him over. I almost ran him over afterwards. Yeah, it was so scary. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was so stressed
Just be
out.
careful.
It was the worst day of my
Definitely have
life.
to be careful.
I know. So no more mopeds for Nobu.
No mopeds for Nobu.
Sorry, no moped rides for you anymore.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
I always feel like he looks like a little old man because of
Yeah,
his
they
coloring.
say he
Because he
looks like
has
the dog in Wizard of Oz or something.
Toto. I mean, Toto is not black, but yeah, I guess I could see the resemblance. Toto was a light colored dog, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, but he's cute. That's all that matters.
Look,
He's
Uncle
got
Ben.
personality.
Do you see Uncle Ben?
Hi, Nobu.
It's Uncle Ben.
He's like, I don't fucking know you, bitch.
Well, he can't hear you. He can't hear you because I have headphones on. So
Oh,
stupid. Wait, do you want to talk to
I
him?
forgot. Put the headphones on your dog. Put the headphones on him. I have a message that you're not gonna hear. Nobu, your mom is a hater. Okay, she's a hater, and I love you, Nobu. I love you.
Look at Uncle Ben.
I love you, Nobu, with your snuggle tooth.
It's Uncle Ben. You recognize Uncle? He said he loves you. Yeah, he said you're a good boy. And he loves you. Yeah.
So cute. I love him. He's a vibe.
He's attached.
He's very attached.
Which I don't understand because I make him do sprints. I'm like, why do you love me? But he loves running, so
Why does anybody love you? Because you're Lucy. And guess what? I love Lucy.
you'll get better at running sprints if you hang out with me. That's for damn
I don't
sure.
want to get better at that. So
Well,
what else
not
will I
you.
get if I hang out with you?
Well, we can go thrifting. We can do other things.
Let's go thrifting. I like
We could
thrifting.
do girly stuff together.
Let's do things that girls do because that's what we do. I mean, we can do boy stuff too. Like we can.
You don't like to do any boy stuff that I like to do. Oh, you said you were willing to shoot guns sometime.
I want a pink gun.
They make those.
A pink one or like a 007 silver gun. A tiny one, you know?
Yeah, like kind of like the one I have.
Yeah, one that'll fit in a bag. Like, hold on.
Yeah,
Like one that'll fit in like my bag.
yeah. Most pistols will fit in a bag. You could do
I
it.
just don't like the sound. It's very jarring to me. I'm very sensitive to just like, oh, bang bang, you know.
I don't know. It's a satisfying sound when I'm making the sound. You know.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in a situation where a gun was going to save my life, and then I heard the sound, I wouldn't be scared of it. But I think
That's the
otherwise, it's
only
just
thing.
very jarring.
That's the only thing
You know?
about like what they teach you in the concealed carry class is like you now have the responsibility, but there's also a risk. Like if you go and save some dude that did X, Y, and Z, remember the cops are showing up. So now
Mhm.
what? What if the cops show up and then they see you with the gun? You know what I mean? So they talk to you about all those scenarios because it is a big responsibility. But you
Yeah,
can always just do it for leisure. You don't have to own a gun. But if but
yeah. I think it's. I mean,
you can always do it just to
I think
learn
it's
to
smart,
shoot.
especially at this day and age, especially with the way the world is. It's probably good to know something about it, especially because we're like the only country where you can actually like have a gun as a citizen. Isn't that weird? Isn't that crazy? That not that I'm trying to like jump into gun control talk, but
Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
the other countries think we're so weird because we're allowed to have guns, but they also
Well, other countries that don't allow guns also don't have gun crime. So I don't know.
but they have knife crime.
Yeah,
The UK, like I think
yeah,
the
true.
UK used to allow guns, and when they stopped allowing guns, their knife crime rate went up because that's the only thing you could use. I guess it's like some kind of other weapon besides a gun, right? Knife seems like the most logical, I guess.
Yeah. I think my friend and I were talking about this that it's almost easier to shoot somebody than to actually like go up to them and stab them. Like that takes like some real emotion, you know?
That's almost more violent to me than a
It's more
gun.
violent, yeah. Because even if someone
Yeah.
was like, yeah, yeah, that's definitely.
Ooh,
I would much
this
rather shoot.
conversation turned.
I'd much rather shoot someone than have to stab them too close. Because you can shoot from farther range too. They can.
I would like to just throw flowers at someone and say, stop, that's not nice what you're doing. No. And they
Let's go
go,
get kombuchas.
oh, sorry. And I go, that's okay. And sprinkle flowers on them, like a flower girl, but not,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
I heard that works in some countries.
I mean, but it's not realistic, but I wish that would work. But yeah.
Yeah, you have some real
Because you never know
mental.
who you're dealing with.
Yeah,
You don't know if you're dealing with somebody who's like, fuck it all, you know?
yeah, that's true.
But I
That's
think if everyone had a gun, nobody would start shit ever. Like ever.
maybe. I
Maybe.
think people will still start shit,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's like, yeah, there's not. yeah, there's I don't know. I mean, you're not gonna like shoot somebody over something stupid. You know what I mean? Like I said, like it's a responsibility. You know. You also have to take into account like what's behind the person. Like what environment are you in?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you might intend to shoot somebody in front of you, but if that bullet keeps going and like hits a kid or hits some grandma or something, like you're responsible
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why people have to get trained. You have to take classes and stuff, right?
Yeah,
I mean, ideally, if you're a legal gun user, right?
yeah. You gotta take a carry class for sure. You're dramatic, Nobu. There's nobody there.
Oh, he's so
Nobody there.
protective.
Yeah.
Does he react to just sounds,
There's
or?
one dog downstairs and she's like a bitch and he doesn't like her. And she'll just like yap even in the middle of the night. I don't know. I think my neighbors wake up really early or something.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime she starts yapping, he'll like bark at her, like "shut up," you know, or whatever they say in
Yeah,
doggy language. I kind of wish I could understand what they're saying.
I
You
know.
know?
I always wonder. I wonder what they're thinking. I want to know what cats and dogs think. You know? Did you ever think that?
Yeah, yeah, all the time. Because like,
Oh, I can hear the birds.
yeah, when
I
it
miss. That's
when
so
this,
weird because Hawaii just has a certain melody to the air, and that's those tropical birds are just like. I mean, they're annoying in the morning. I'm sure. You know, I remember that when I stayed at your place, I was like, "Shut the fuck up, mind the birds." But now that I'm away from
I'm so used to it, I don't
home,
even
I
hear the
miss it.
birds. It's all the other human shit that I hear.
Yeah,
Them blowing leaves around, like I'm like, where are you blowing the leaf to? Like, just let the wind blow the leaf. You know, like
or rake them, pick them up,
it's
and throw them
so
in
it's
a
so like
can.
dumb. But at the end of the day, I guess it's a job for somebody out here to do. It's like, can I just pay you double to shut the hell up? You know?
I just don't get the logic behind having a job just to have a job for someone, even if the job doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no. Your purpose is to irritate the neighbors, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you going on your walk?
To the ocean. I won't get too specific, but to the ocean.
Oh yes. I wanna go to that
I should actually
bird.
probably go soon so I can go on my walk before sunset.
Yeah. I wanna go on that wetlands. I wanna go check that out.
Mm-hmm. Don't say which one because I don't want people to know where I live.
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna say it was by where you lived or the title of it, but I want to go there. And there's supposed to be like a blue butterfly or some other creatures,
Mm-hmm.
different species.
Yeah, I was thinking of
What
we can
other what
actually
other places have I not seen over there?
there's a specific plant actually that we can get that attracts those rare butterflies, those El Segundo butterfly. And
Ooh,
I want to
yeah.
get some of that because I think that would be really good. I just got a lemon tree. Did I tell you?
No,
I
what?
got well, Evan got a lemon tree.
You gotta
I
show
got a
me.
lemon tree recently. I'll take a picture and show you. Yeah, it's really cute. It already had little baby lemons like this big on it. And so,
Oh, cute.
right. And so I said, oh my gosh, I definitely need to. We
What
need to
other
get this.
places like should I go check out that I haven't? Either
What do you mean?
outdoors or like museum wise or something.
What do you
I
mean
just
in LA?
Yeah, in LA or like around LA.
Depends on what you want to like. You want to see museums? I just went to
Something new
the
that I haven't done.
Marciano Art Foundation. That's the newest museum or art foundation type thing that I've gone to
Ooh.
recently. I had a blast there. It was small. There wasn't much to see, but the things that were there to see were interesting. There was an immersive exhibit with all this video. Like you walk into this room and there's just these massive screens on every side of you, and it was cool to see. Uh, I don't really remember what they were playing. It was random images, and I forget what the point of the exhibit was, but it was neat. It was cool.
I love
And
that. You're like,
then
I experienced this thing. I don't know what the experience was, but we should go.
it was random video images like playing on multiple screens. And so I think just the energy and the environment was cool.
No, yeah, I'd be
What
down.
the
Anything
subject
new.
matter was, I don't really recall. And I did read the plaque there, but I didn't retain it because that's the fun of art. Like you go to a museum and you just see a bunch of shit and it just
Yeah,
like
you could
inflates
just
your
ask
brain.
Chat
And then,
GPT anyway. But yeah, no, that sounds good.
yeah, we could do the art foundation. We could do, I'm curious, since the fires in the Palisades here,
Oh
there's a
yeah.
couple of hikes that I don't think exist anymore, or I'm not sure if they exist. I know part of Runyon is still closed, which is a bummer. I assume only because they haven't cleaned up the
Mm.
fire damage on those trails yet. I think it is will eventually be opened again, but I just think that they're focusing right now, obviously, on the Palisades and the Eaton fires in Pasadena area, and obviously people's homes and that kind of thing. The neighborhoods take precedence over a hiking trail, which I absolutely understand. But I did notice that one of the trails at Runyon was closed. The trail that we took, actually, that you and I took up, that you have to go up, that side mountain or whatever, and then it gets hard.
Yeah.
They closed that off, so you can't even do. I mean, you're not supposed to enter that area. They had it fenced off completely with warning signs and yellow caution tape and everything.
Oh wow.
But there is a really cool trail called the Murphy Ranch Trail, and I think that's closed due to the fire damage as well. That one's cool. So if that one opens up before you come visit again, we'll have to go see that.
Did we talk about the fires last time? Oh no, we didn't talk about the fires at all.
Well, no, the fires didn't
They didn't,
exist.
they didn't happen yet.
They just happened
But
this year.
did we talk about them at all, like on the phone or anything? I don't remember. I don't think so. What's been going on with that?
Um, well, the really sad part about the fires is just all the devastation and loss that is just incomprehensible still. Uh, right before the fires took place, so Christmas Day, actually, Evan and I drove to Malibu, and that was our Christmas Day activity. We got coffees and we drove to Malibu up the coast and
Yeah.
just wanted to experience the view and the ocean air, and it was beautiful. And we almost didn't do that day, but I'm so glad that we did, because we were able to create some memories that we may never be able to create again, because a lot of the places that we drove by and the houses that we admired and that whole atmosphere is completely changed now that everything's burnt down.
That's crazy.
So it's
That's
really
so
crazy,
sad.
really sad. I have a couple of friends who lost their homes completely.
That's horrible.
My friend Zach completely lost his home. His parents lost their home. He was born and raised in Pacific Palisades.
Oh my god.
There's some stylists that I'm friends with and lost their homes in the Palisades. There's a lot of people that I didn't even realize lived in the
Lived in
Palisades
that
until after
area.
the fire. Yeah.
Remember
And
that one
seeing,
mansion we went to in the Palisades, like randomly for like a shoot or something? It was like
mm-hmm.
for Melody or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was in
And
the
I had like
Palisades. You're
had the
right.
night the nice pool.
That was
Damn.
the shoot that we styled. I
With
miss you and I
orangutan.
styling with orangutan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were cool.
So if some of your listeners or followers don't know, I used to be a stylist, and I guess I still am technically. If something were to pop up, I'd style it. But I used to be a practicing professional stylist where I was trying to be a stylist as a career, and Lucy would help me. She would help facilitate a lot of the business aspect of what I did. She would chase money that was owed to me, which she was really good at. But you would also help me on set because I styled women only. And so it was nice to have you there because it was a different energy, and I trusted you. So it was fun to work with you. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
was in the
fun.
Palisades. Gosh,
Yeah,
you
that
and
was a
I
beautiful house.
thought
I
that was in the
remember.
Palisades. That's
Yeah,
gone.
That was the only time I've ever been to the Palisades for anything.
That's gone. That house is gone for sure.
Wow. Damn, that's crazy.
Hmm. I should go back in my videos and photos and see what I have left
Yeah, you
of that
should.
house.
Yeah, you should. That would be crazy. Damn.
But anywho, I should probably peace out.
Yes, I'm gonna let you go do your thing. I'm gonna
We need
remind
to do this
everybody.
again.
Yes, we will.
Mhm.
Definitely. Do you any last words before I end?
Any last words?
Or advice? Or
Feel your oats in 2025. It's okay to be suspicious of good things, but don't be too suspicious. You know, have fun
enjoy
with it.
it. Enjoy the
Yeah,
moment.
understand that you are allowed to have amazing things happen in your life, and sometimes it does take change that's uncomfortable or unusual or different, but it doesn't mean that it's negative or bad. Change is good. Change can be very good. Say no to toxic people, no short dick energy. Do not accept an inability to communicate from anyone. There's no excuse, especially if you're grown adults. And just be yourself, be authentic. And if that means you're not perfect, then so be it. And also listen to your podcast. Always
Yes. Listen to
listen
my
to my sister's
podcast.
podcast, or I will haunt you and find you. And when I
That's it.
haunt you, yeah, I'll play. You won't hear me make any sounds except for Lucy's podcast playing in your house. Okay? So support my sister's podcast, or I will get you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm on the road to 500 followers. So close. So please like and subscribe. And thank you, Ben, for coming on. Aloha,
Thank you, Lucy.
guys.
Bye.